Hi, and welcome back to Thone's James Nibbles number 34. Doers, not hearers only. Part 3 of 4. Hear and obey is the focus today. Again, this is a study of James chapter 1, verses 22 through 27, showing our faith. Now, why is this in the Bible? It's pointing out true faith, not, there is faith. I have faith that it's not going to flood here today. That isn't a spiritual faith at all. That's a physical faith to know that I'm well above the level of the river that's nearby. So I have faith that in the physical world, because of my altitude, so to speak, I'm not going to be flooded today. But that's much different than the spiritual faith that we're talking about here. And the communications is acting. What are we going to do about our faith? The application to me. The distinction between the hearer of the word, who quickly forgets what he was told, and the doer of the word, who consistently continues in doing what he was known to be God's will, is that the later is using the perfect law of liberty to shape his life course. Such a person is blessed by God, and thus his worship of the Lord influences his life. Those who use his tongue to belittle someone only thinks he understands his faith. Also, he who hears and espouses but does not act on what he has heard has questionable understanding. And let's just sort of look at this as a series of different levels. There are those who have never heard the word. And then there are those who have heard the word but don't understand the word. But then there's a level where you hear and understand at that particular moment, but you forget the word. Then there's those who hear the word, understand the word, and thus change the course of their lives to actually follow the word under that privilege that we have of the perfect law of liberty. We make choices based upon what we think is the right thing to do based on the word. And so, yes, sometimes we may have a chance to witness to this person or that person. And there's no way that you can witness to both of them, perhaps, because of the time involved. We choose based upon the perfect law of liberty of God, who we think Jesus would have witnessed to because of a bigger need, perhaps, or because of a serious situation, or whatever. The Lord, through his word, has set us with all the information to make that decision, so long as we continue to honor and follow his word. And he who hears and espouses the word, but does not act on it, has questionable understanding. That is, and I know people, and I'm sure you do too, in churches that are big in the amen department. They strongly agree with what the pastor preaches, but then when they leave the building, they have not really changed in their heart to agree with that. They have questionable understanding of the importance of all this. God leads us with your heart should lead you to the correct action, and that's important. It shouldn't be a stressful time if you just follow the Lord and what He has taught you. And finally, my response is, Lord, thank you for giving us the opportunity to consistently relate your word to others. And that's, the more that we do that, the more opportunities we're going to get in all probability, because the God likes a person who is enthusiastic in spreading His word. And with that, we'll talk to you next time.